Hey, it's Rebecca Smith from the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, and it's time for Missouri Health Talks, a project where we listen in on Missourians' conversations about access to health care. This week we hear from Glen Moritz and Tamarr Maclin in Kirksville. They have an organization, AM Housing, that's named after Glen's son Andrew, who died of cancer at 33, that's working towards opening a homeless shelter in town. They spoke about what has motivated them to work in the field of rural homelessness. Here's Tamarr.
So Glen, you got any personal struggles with this? Anything that you felt like has affected you in a way with this project that we're trying to get going?
Well, with my son having had cancer and, contributing to his financial needs, my resources really tapped out. So when I came back to my hometown here in Kirksville, I was really truly at the end of my resources at that point in time. So, I've had a couple other times earlier in my life where I was really struggling. I actually have slept on the streets maybe 3 nights when I was separated and divorced. There definitely have been some times in my life that give me empathy for others struggling.
For me, I kind of grew up around homelessness. My dad worked in a homeless shelter, and he worked late, so he would have to take me with him. So I was around and they were kind of like my babysitters, not in the sense that he'd take me down there and have me be watched by them, but I would go down there. It was a big room, big open area. They had pool tables, ping pong tables, board games and everything, and there was a soup kitchen down there. So I would go down there and I'd help in the soup kitchen. I'd go play board games, or I'd play ping pong. That's kind of where I found my love for ping pong down there. And I had lots of conversations with homeless people, and there are a lot of very intriguing and interesting people that I met down there that kind of, some of them wanted to be homeless, some of them didn't, some of them had issues that caused them to be homeless, like, mental health issues, or being kicked out on the street, or losing their job, or, depression, anxiety, those type of things. But I think that's where I kind of developed that, I wanted to help people, and whatever I could do to try to help them, I've come to find out that helps me too, helps me be a more well-rounded person, and helps me have empathy and sympathy for people, and helps me put myself in their shoes. And I've always, growing up, my mom always tell me, like, you're only one check away from being homeless. So that's kind of how I've been going about this, and knowing that, what I'm doing is the right thing to do. I'm helping somebody who can not help themselves, and maybe they might not be able to help themselves, they just don't know how to help themselves. So it's very rewarding, and I know this project will come to fruition, and we will get a building, and once we get a building, we'll be up and running. And but yeah, it's been a very, very, very good experience, but it also bittersweet because there are so many people that we can't help right now that we would like to.
That was Tamarr Maclin and Glen Moritz talking about what has motivated them to work towards opening a homeless shelter in Kirksville. That's it for this week's Missouri Health Talks. Tune in next week for more conversations from throughout the state about health and access. I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for listening.